As tennis enthusiasts here at Lotus Premier Education, we've always been fans of Roger Federer, but after his speech at Dartmouth, we're even bigger fans. Yes, Roger Federer spoke to the class of 2024 at Dartmouth College and shared some really great insights that we'd love to reflect on with you and talk about why they are so applicable to students applying to college. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out our video. Hello everyone and welcome back to Lotus Premier Education. My name is Amanda and I want to be your college tutor. Today we are sending out a huge congratulations to Roger Federer and the class of 2024, especially at Dartmouth College. He recently gave a speech for the commencement day celebrations. It was amazing and we're here to reflect on his speech and also to talk about how it applies to you all, aspiring college students, and why some of his tennis lessons are so important for takeaways for the college process as well. So let's get into it. Here at Lotus, we are recently on Dartmouth's campus, and there's so much to reflect on that is so unique about the college experience at Dartmouth. And Roger Federer did such a great job hitting on some of those points. His speech was humble, it was intelligent, it came full circle, and it was really heartwarming to hear the ways that he got to know about Dartmouth before speaking on campus. One thing we loved was how he related the big green to grass being his favorite surface. There was a couple nice moments of real humor right at the beginning and just humility that made us love Roger Federer even more. His speech was centered around 3 big tennis lessons that he learned from his long, extensive, and successful career on the court that he was applying to recent college graduates. And we thought those lessons were so intelligent, so impactful, and really embraced what a great commencement speech should be. But as we listened to the speech, we also realized that those lessons are so important for our students who are applying to college as well. So we wanted to give you some reflections on his speech and also talk about how you can take away some of these big lessons as you enter into the college application journey. So the first lesson that Roger Federer talked about was that effortless is a myth. And this is so important to remember when you're applying to college. It's so easy to look at your friends, look at your peers, look at the people in the class above you and say, oh, they got into their first choice and they made it look so easy. They applied early decision and they were done. Or they got a perfect score on the ACT or a perfect score on the SAT and 5 5s on all of their AP exams and they made it look so easy. There is nothing that is easy about the college application process. Studying for your SATs or your ACTs requires dedication, commitment, practice inside and out, and several tests where you may do better or you may not do as well. Working on just one college application takes hours of trial and error and brainstorming and writing essays and then scrapping them and then rewriting them, soliciting teacher recommendations, putting in effort over the years so that your teacher recommendations are great. There is nothing about the college application process that's effortless. So it's really important not to compare your journey with the journeys of your peers who make it look so easy. There's also a real problem with that on YouTube, where a lot of creators are talking about their acceptance letters or the moment they found out or their application process, but they're not really walking you through all of the failures and all of the tough moments and all of the hours that went into that one stellar acceptance. So definitely remember that in the college process, effortless is a myth. You have to work very hard to make it look easy, as Roger Federer said. The other piece of this lesson that he talked about was working hard when no one is watching. When it comes to the college application process, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of people talking about the SAT classes that they're taking or how many hours they're studying, or I wrote 6 different versions of my college application essay. You focus on yourself, put your head down, make a plan, know who your teammates are, who's going to be helping you in that plan, and make sure that you are holding yourself accountable. You want to work hard when no one is watching because your end result is the thing that's going to speak for itself, and your end result should be the fit that makes you the happiest. The second lesson that Roger Federer talked about was it's only a point. Now, stick with us on this one. When he was explaining this lesson, he was talking about how you can still win by just a point and that it can still be a success with a small margin of points won. There are still a lot of small moments of failure that lead to a greater success. And yes, we have to focus on each point while we're in it, but we don't want to dwell on past points lost. We don't want to dwell on past failures. I actually tell my students this all the time when we're doing ACT prep, because you can still get a fantastic score on each section of the ACT, even if you get a couple questions wrong. But it's those moments where we really dwell on that one question we couldn't get, that one math problem that stumped us, that one English rule that we just forgot. Those are the things that are going to hold us back from getting future points correct. The same is true with your failures in the college application process. There are going to be some schools that reject you. No one is immune from this. I got into Harvard and there were still schools that rejected me. There are several students that are just going to go through the process and have some acceptances, and those acceptances are going to be the right fit for them. Not every school is going to accept you, and that's okay. You're focusing on finding your match, your teammate, your partner for life. It's not about collecting acceptances. So in the college application process, whether it's hearing acceptances or rejections from school, moving on from a bad score on something, moving on from an AP test that didn't go as you planned, or working through your ACT practice, remember, it's only a point. Don't dwell on your past points lost. Focus on all the points forward that should be gained. The third point that Roger Federer mentions, life is bigger than the court. And I love this one because when we are in stressful times, like the college application process, it's really hard to focus on life around it, to focus on our friends, to focus on stress management, to focus on health and wellness, to focus on our family and real quality time with the people that matter to us, to focus on our hobbies, on our quality nutrition. There are so many things that go into leading a healthy, well-rounded life. And remembering that life is greater than the college application process, that life is greater than the court, doesn't take away from the importance of what's happening on the court and the importance of what's happening in the college application process. It is a big part of your life, but it is not your whole life. And it's important to remember that. Roger Federer ended his speech by telling the recent graduates to remember that they are not a former anything. They are future leaders. They are going into their futures excitedly, eagerly, and ready to build a new identity. And that's also important for you to remember in the college application process. While you are working on creating a narrative that focuses on your previous identity, you're also trying to show colleges who you're going to be in the future and who you're stepping into. Forward thinking is very, very key. So we just want to thank Roger Federer for this important speech. You did such a great job. We are all about commencement speeches here at Lotus Premier Education, and we absolutely loved this one. We're going to link it at the end of this video. You all should watch the original speech because it was so great. And we also want to remind you to please subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment down below if you have any questions. It's so important for you to engage with our channel so we can keep making videos like this for you and guiding you through the application process. Congratulations to the graduates in the class of 2024, to Roger Federer, and for all of you who are embarking on your college journey. And we look forward to seeing you back here soon on Lotus Premier Education.